been announced. All three teams. So they split it up into three teams this year. So the NBA All-Star is taking on a completely different format. So here are the three teams. So Team Shaq, you have LeBron James, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, James Harden, and Jaylen Brown. That's a crazy squad. That's a crazy squad. Team Kenny is Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Jaren Jackson, Jalen Williams, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, and Tyler Hero. Team Chuck is Nikola Jokic, Giannis, uh, SGA, Victor Wembanyama, Pascal Siakam, Alfine Sagoon, that's the guy from the Rockets. Carl Anthony Towns and Donovan Mitchell. What do you think of the teams?
No, I mean that's fire. I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of them splitting into three instead of the normal two?
I mean, they gotta do something to get people to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched an All Star game in a long time. I don't find it appealing. It hasn't been appealing to me for a very long time. So they gotta do something to get the ratings back up. The ratings have been down for the last couple of years. Not just the All Star game, but the NBA as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen significant ratings drops. So they're trying to change it up. That's why they had that in player league. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do different things to make it more interesting and stuff. But if the players are not motivated enough, you know what I'm saying, then it's gonna be hard for me as a fan to really watch them. But there's a lot of motivation out there. So I don't know what the NBA need to do to get that spark back into the All Star like it used to be. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember growing up watching that All Star was everything
Fire.
every year. So,
Yeah.
but it hasn't been like that for a long time for me. So
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I agree with you. Maybe to spark the NBA All Star game, we go on the road next year and do can the brothers get a rap straight from the NBA All Star game in their facility, and they'll bring a little jolt to the NBA All Star game. Something,
yeah, you know
something,
what I'm saying? Silver, holla at you. You know what I'm saying?
something lit like that. Have our people in the chat go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Go wild. But yeah, I agree with you. The NBA All Star game used to be so popping, but I think the biggest difference is that again, there's no rivals with the teams, and none of the players are interesting. To be like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like they have good skilled players. Supposedly, we're more skilled than ever before. I'm not gonna say supposedly. We are as a whole, as far as the skill level. Everybody could do a little bit more as far as scoring, but nobody is. Most players are not great at anything. There's no dominant rebounder. There's no dominant defender. There's no dominant shooters outside of obviously Clay and Steph. And then you have good shooters or whatever the case may be, but there's no more interest. Like I don't know about you, but Allen Iverson had that quality that made you want to watch Allen Iverson. Kevin Garnett was that raw. In his interviews, I can listen to him break down old stories all day when it comes to Kevin Garnett. So I can't imagine when he was in his prime cooking. Shaq was something that you just had to watch. 7'2", 300 pounds, muscle, just straight bulky, just like yo, you not like you can't do nothing with me. So I miss that type of league because of the personalities went along with the players' games and it fit the city that they was in. Tracy McGrady, tall, silky smooth, gonna give you buckets, and was loud about it. Like, yo, I'm busting your ass. Like, yo, ain't nothing you could do out here, baby. I'm 6'9", cuz. Like, I'm faster than you and I jump higher than you. What are you gonna do? And talking his shit, dunking on you, everything. So I miss that type of league. We got good players, but they don't have no personality. That's why I say with Luca, he's a great player. He's been traded to the Lakers, and it's like, okay, cool. But he doesn't have the personality to me because I barely ever really hear Luca really speak for real. So that's why I like not Donovan Edwards. He's a good player. I like Donovan Edwards as a player. You get what I'm saying. But Anthony Edwards, because when he's on the court, he's raw. He's like, he dunk on you. He talk his shit. He'll bust a three in your eye and talk his shit. Like he was talking his shit to Kevin Durant. Like, yo, I'm getting shaky out here, cuz like I gotta do something because I'm busting your ass out here. And I love that energy. So we don't have enough players who are interesting. Dennis Rodman was a great player, but he was interesting to watch. So we don't have that. And that's to me why the NBA has gotten a bit boring and subdued. What do you think about that,
No,
Kayvon?
that's a fact. Like I haven't really watched the All Stars for anything. I just wait to the playoffs, honestly.
Hmm. Tim Duncan, quiet, but one of the greatest. But see, even though Tim Duncan was quiet, his personality shined because his game, like that was a part of his game is that he was quiet. He was just silently busting your ass. So he didn't have to say much. And that was perfect for a league when you have Kobe, Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Like I could go on and on with that era. Like we're not even gonna talk about the Jordan era because that's big time personalities in the Jordan era. So that's why today's NBA is very skilled. Everybody plays the same way, and there's no personality. That's what's making it so boring. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the three team system how it's going to look, and we'll see. We'll see. They need to do something. You're absolutely right. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. More than 150 female inmates was essayed and burned to death during a jailbreak out January